My dad was in prison, my mom was an alcoholic. She gave me up to my grandfather and my aunt and uncle, and that's who raised me. They were also heroin addicts, so I grew up just around heroin and alcohol pretty much from as far as I can remember till teenager. I ended up dropping out of, junior high school at 7th grade. I had no education and just stayed on the streets and started hanging out with the wrong people, gangbangers, smoking weed, drinking alcohol, and then doing crack cocaine and PCP, and then moved on from there to meth, and eventually started going to juvenile hall, ended up in camps. And then after that, when I was 18, I couldn't go to juvenile hall anymore, so I went to county jail, and from that point on, I went to prison multiple times.
The disease of addiction affects our community as a whole. It affects our society as a whole.
When I got to Little House, December 8th of 2009, I walked in the door and I had every intentions on just staying long enough to build a little trust in my friends, get some really good sleep, get some hot meals, have a stable place to live for a minute so I can go back out and use again.
Recovery is complex, and there's many pieces to it. Little House is a place where women who suffer from addiction can come and heal. They heal from their addiction, they find out why they have an addiction to begin with, and then also start working on those things that caused their addiction in the first place. So it's a very safe and supportive environment for women to work on those hurt parts of their life.
When I first got here and I saw that it was, like a home, and that's encouraging. You're just not sitting in an institution. It's a more home-like setting, and that gives the women that come through here something that they probably never had before. Even though I lived in a house, I didn't have a home, so I came here and I learned what a home was.
We are a state-licensed 28-bed residential treatment facility. We provide alcohol and drug education services, relapse prevention, domestic violence, parenting, self-esteem building classes, 12-step recovery, anger management, art therapy. We provide spiritual development, social and recreational opportunities, and each women who comes to treatment also receive a case manager who creates an individualized treatment plan with them to address their unique and specific goals and barriers.
They're in an inpatient setting where they can focus just on the program and what they're learning in their groups. Somebody
that has been doing something for so many years just probably doesn't have the encouragement to be ready. Like, I didn't know I was ready. I didn't know I wanted to change. But I think what helps me is the people in the fellowship and the people around me encouraging me by telling me what a great job I'm doing or how proud they are, because nobody's ever told me that they were proud of me.
It's hard to believe that anybody's willing to help when we don't necessarily feel like we're worthy of help. We don't necessarily feel like anyone would take the time to help.
There was a time where I was getting ready to complete treatment and I had no job skills. I had nothing. They helped me prepare for interviews. They helped me prepare a resume. They helped me build confidence in myself that I can, no matter what I wanted to do, I can do anything. I knew that if I didn't get self-sufficient or learn how to be self-sufficient and do things on my own, that nothing would get done. I had to learn time management skills. If I can't get up in the morning at a decent hour to get ready for the day and be somewhere on time, how am I gonna hold a job? And Little House taught me that. They taught me just life skills.
Transformation is seen when a woman comes in sick and broken and tired and begins to pick up the pieces of who they were and put them back together and find out who they want to be moving forward.
My favorite thing in life is seeing women rise up to those strengths that we've been given. And here, it's really nice to work in a job where I can see women play their strengths and rise up.
Being in Bellflower for 69 years, Little House has had the opportunity to be a great resource to our community. We've helped generations of women battle the disease of addiction.
One thing that I hold on to is the compassion that they've shown me, the love that they've shown me. This is like a second home.